Hi, welcome to our channel Visionary Vibes Films. Have you ever wondered how the same story can be told in different ways in different cultures and religions? Today we'll explore Maryam's story in the Quran and in the Bible. Despite originating from different faiths, they share a common story. We'll navigate the miraculous birth of Jesus, comparing their narratives, and Muslims calls Jesus Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. Our focus is to illuminate their similarities, differences, and meanings these characters hold in their faiths. We aim for an enlightening and respectful review of these shared narratives. Let's delve into the fascinating narratives of Maryam in the Quran and the Bible. Let's begin. In the Quran, Maryam is a revered figure, the only woman mentioned by name, and is honored as a virtuous and pure woman. Her lineage is traced back to Imran, in line with the prophets, and her character is one of righteousness and devotion. The Quran describes Maryam as a woman who dedicated herself to worship and prayer in the mihrab, a secluded place of worship. She was chosen by God for a miraculous event that would forever change the course of history. In Surah Maryam, verse 28, the Quran introduces Maryam's family, stating, "O sister of Aaron, your father was not a man of evil, nor was your mother unchaste." This verse establishes her respected lineage and impeccable character. Her story takes a turn when she is visited by the angel Gabriel, who announces the birth of a son, despite her being a virgin. The Quran, in Surah Maryam, verse 20, recounts Maryam's response. She said, "How can I have a boy while no man has touched me and I have not been unchaste?" The angel replies, as stated in verse 21, "So it will be. Your Lord says, it is easy for me, and we will make him a sign to the people and a mercy from us, and it is a matter decreed." Maryam, faithful and obedient, accepts this divine decree. She withdraws to a remote place and gives birth to Jesus, or Isa, under a date palm tree. The Quran describes the miraculous provision of food and water during this time, and the strength she is given to face the challenges ahead. Upon her return with the baby, her people are shocked, but Jesus, in his infancy, speaks, defending his mother's honor and proclaiming his prophethood. So that's Maryam's story as told in the Quran. Now let's turn to the Bible. In the Bible, Mary is recognized as the mother of Jesus Christ, a central figure in Christianity. Her narrative is a blend of faith, humility, and obedience that weaves through the Gospels of Matthew and Luke. Mary's lineage is traced back to King David, establishing her in a royal bloodline. Yet she lived a life of simplicity and devotion in the town of Nazareth. Mary was pledged to be married to a man named Joseph, but before they came together, she was found to be pregnant through the Holy Spirit. The angel Gabriel appeared to Mary, bringing a message that would forever change her life. "Do not be afraid, Mary," he said. "You have found favor with God. You will conceive and give birth to a son, and you are to call him Jesus." Overwhelmed but faithful, Mary responded, "I am the Lord's servant. May your word to me be fulfilled." This divine announcement set the stage for one of the most miraculous events in human history, the virgin birth of Jesus. Mary, a humble maiden, was chosen to bear the Messiah, God's anointed one. The Bible tells us that Mary treasured up all these things and pondered them in her heart. The story of Mary doesn't end with the birth of Jesus. She appears at key moments in his life, witnessing his miracles, his crucifixion, and ultimately his resurrection. Her faith remained steadfast, her love unwavering, marking her as a woman of great character and devotion. While Mary's story in the Bible is often associated with Christmas, her influence extends far beyond the nativity scene. She is a figure of humility, obedience, and faith, a model for all believers. Her story resonates because it is about an ordinary woman who responded to God's call with extraordinary faith. That's the narrative of Mary as told in the Bible. Now let's compare the two. Now that we've looked at Maryam's story in the Quran and the Bible, let's talk about their similarities and differences. Both narratives share common threads, painting Mary or Maryam as a virtuous, devout, and chosen woman, blessed with the miraculous birth of Jesus. In both the Quran and the Bible, Mary's story begins with the Annunciation, where an angel delivers the divine message of her impending pregnancy. Her faith in accepting this revelation is a central theme in both narratives, showcasing her unwavering trust in divine will. However, the narratives also have their unique aspects. In the Quran, Maryam's story is more detailed, with an emphasis on her solitude during her pregnancy and the miraculous provision of food. The Quran also emphasizes the miraculous nature of Jesus' birth, with Jesus speaking from the cradle to protect his mother from slander. On the other hand, the Bible focuses more on the societal aspects of Mary's life, her betrothal to Joseph, and their journey to Bethlehem. It also delves into the circumstances surrounding Jesus' birth, including the visitation of shepherds and wise men guided by a star. While the Quran views Jesus as a prophet, emphasizing his human nature, the Bible presents him as the Son of God, focusing on his divine nature. This fundamental difference in the interpretation of Jesus' identity is a major distinction between the two narratives. Moreover, the Quran explicitly affirms Maryam's purity and defends her against accusations of unchastity, while the Bible, though implying her innocence, does not directly address this issue. As we delve deeper into these narratives, we discover that they offer different perspectives on the same story, shaped by the unique theological and cultural contexts of their respective faiths. As we've seen, though the stories share many similarities, they also have their unique aspects, offering us different perspectives on the same narrative. So what can we take away from these narratives? The accounts of Mary and Jesus in the Quran and the Bible reveal a shared reverence. They highlight Mary's virtue and Jesus' miraculous birth, crucial to Christianity and Islam. The exploration of these stories fosters respect for faith perspectives. It encourages dialogues that bridge religious divides. The beauty of these narratives lies in their power to unite us, regardless of our beliefs. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button if you enjoyed the video.